Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to see if we can figure out what's going on with this particular transformer. All right guys, and so here it is. It's a 3-to-1 ratio transformer. High voltage is 480 volts. The low voltage is I don't know what, but we do have a current on the low voltage side. It's 22 amps. Looks like the primary or the high voltage here and the primary is 1,000 turns. Okay, so the very first thing this is asking, guys, is what is the volts per turn for this particular transformer. Don't know much about the secondary, but I do know the voltage and the turns on the primary, and so we're going to use that to calculate it here, guys. The voltage per turn, we're going to use the 780, guys, over the 1,000, right? And it looks like it's 0.78. 780 divided by 1,000. Yeah, it's 0.78 volts per turn. Okay, guys? And that's good. All right. Now, it wants to know, what is the voltage on the secondary side? Now, I don't know how many turns are on the secondary side, guys, and I could figure it out using the ratio, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to calculate EX using this formula right here. The ratio is going to be EH over EX, okay? And I know EH, I know the ratio, okay? And I want to calculate EX. And so if I transpose that, EX is going to be EH over the ratio, if it's transposed correctly. All right, guys? Now, EH is 780 volts, and the ratio is 3, okay? So it should be 780 divided by 3. Okay, it's 260 volts. Now, if you transpose this incorrectly, guys, you're going to get, the wrong answer here. So to be safe, guys, after you've calculated your voltage on the secondary side here, guys, you should make sure it makes sense, okay? Because if you did 780 times 3, you'd get some giant amount of voltage here on the secondary side, and it's the low voltage side. So it should be, less than the high voltage side, okay, guys? So after you've calculated this, just stop for a second, make sure that your number makes sense. The high voltage should be higher voltage than the low voltage, okay? So 260 volts here, all right, guys? Now, the current on the secondary side, which by the way is IX, okay, is 22 amps, and it wants us to calculate IH, and we're going to use the ratio formula. But the ratio formula for current is the only one that's different. The ratio for current, guys, is going to be IX over IH. It's still the high number over the low number, but the current on this low voltage will be the higher current, okay? So we're solving for IH, so I'm going to transpose this formula. IH, guys, is going to be IX over the ratio. IX is 22, ratio is 3, so let's calculate this. 22 divided by 3. Looks like this says 7.333 amps, okay, and that would be present right here, 7.333 amps. And again, we're going to stop here and make sure this makes sense. The higher voltage has got to have the lower current, okay? And the lower voltage, we just figured this out here, is 260 volts, okay, right there. It should have the higher current. So I'm pretty confident that this is okay so far, okay, guys? Now we're going to calculate the VA on the primary. The VA in the primary is going to be, this voltage on the primary times the current on the primary. So let's calculate that for a second. 780, okay. 780 times 7.333. Looks like it's 5720 basically. Okay, guys. 5720 VA. And we're going to check the VA on the secondary. It is going to be 260 times 22. Let's just try that. 260 times 22. 5720. Okay, guys? And you can always check your answers by calculating the VA of the transformer on the primary and the secondary side. If you do that check, guys, and they come out the same, you probably didn't make any mistakes. with this, okay? Because, and so even if the question doesn't ask for it, you know, on the test, calculate the VA on the primary and when you're all done, and the VA on the secondary when you're all done, they should be the same. And if they're the same, it's probably good. Okay, guys? So, your homework, Unit 5, Handout 9. All right, guys? And after that, there's the test review, and then we're going to have the final test. Okay, guys? I know. Almost done. Hang on. Stick with me for a little bit longer. Have a good day. Let me know if you have any questions about the homework. Okay, guys? Have a good one.